Yes, indeed. What's going on, y'all? It's another episode of Calling How I See It. Come on in. The water's just fine. And I'm here to say, guess what? I told y'all. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you. Now I'm pretty sure you asked yourself, wait, what you talking about? What you done said this time? I told y'all the Texas Longhorns getting ready to beat Vanderbilt. I told y'all. And I don't want to hear nothing about it being, it's a close game. Y'all barely squeaked it out. No, sir. Anybody that watched that game know good and well we beat them boys pillar the post. And was it not for all them Texas injuries and some suspect stuff going on with the referees, it'd been a two-score lead. Man, listen. Texas, all their wins has not been pretty. It's not been pretty, but I'll take a ugly win over an ugly loss any day of the week because a lot of y'all thought Texas was getting ready to lose that game. A lot of y'all thought they was getting ready to lose, but here they are victorious, and y'all want to act like y'all don't see. Y'all want to just shove it under the rug. Y'all barely won. Y'all barely won. Y'all got lucky. No, we didn't. Anybody watching that game know Texas was never going to lose that game. At no point in that game at all, in the whole 3 hours, did I believe Texas was getting ready to lose that game. Because, like I've been saying, Vanderbilt's not better than Texas. And if we play them next week, we beat them then too. And I don't care about it being hard to beat a team twice. We are better than the Vanderbilt Commodores, like I tried to tell y'all all season. I tried to tell y'all Vanderbilt hadn't been tested like that. They hadn't been battle tested. They've been eating good on like Charleston's and Utah States and injured South Carolina. And when they had a shot at the table, they lost to Alabama. So I already knew what they was about. I wasn't too shocked about that, to be honest. So it's crazy that y'all was. But nevertheless, y'all picked Vanderbilt anyway, and that's fine. Not all y'all, but some of y'all did. But I want to say this about Texas, though. Texas, this is a solid team here because how they was winning games early in the year is not how they winning games now. Like how they was winning like early, like, against like the Sam Houstons and the Oklahomas, the teams like that. We was in Mississippi State really too. We was winning with defense. Well, not so much Mississippi State, really Kentucky. Mississippi State is really when it started to change. Mississippi State is when we really started changing the game a little bit. Because first we was winning, early in the season, we was winning with defense. Then we had some special teams come and save the day. Now we're seeing it with offense. Because Mississippi State, we won that game with offense. Vanderbilt won it with offense. And speaking of offense, glad y'all said something about the offense. I don't know if y'all want to recognize this, but one Archibald Manning is transforming before our very eyes. And everybody acting like they don't want to see it. Don't nobody want to see it, but Archibald Manning is changing before our very eyes. And y'all gonna see this. Y'all gonna see this. You keep your eyes shut all you want to. But anybody with a good set of two eyes know Arch is changing before our very eyes. Look, in the Mississippi State game, he threw for 346 yards, 3 tubs, and 1 pick that really wasn't his fault. And then proceeded to go with Vanderbilt, 328 yards, 3 tubs, no picks. I got news for y'all. That's better than the game he had at Sam Houston and UTEP against the nobodies. And here we are at one being a road win and the other being against a top 10 team in the country. And Archibald had his best games yet today. And speaking of one Archibald, did y'all know he is top 5 in the SEC when it comes to passing yards? Top 5 in the SEC. Top 4 when it comes to touchdown passes. And y'all act like y'all don't want to see it. Why is that? I'm not saying put him in the Heisman, but I'm just saying when it comes to good QB play, especially recently, in a whole country that looks like QB play is like up and down, and don't nobody know who they want to get a Heisman to, Archibald must be in the conversation, especially when it comes to these past 2 weeks on how he done played. The brother done had 300 yards plus a piece in each game. So you can act like that he not doing nothing, but his success will not be denied. Texas going to keep on winning these games. I'm keep telling you they're going to win out, but you don't want to see it, and that's okay. That's fine. I'm not going to cry about it. Y'all can be wrong all you want to. But the Archibald we saw week 1 is not the same Archibald we looking at now. Now, I understand they only averaging like 29 points a game. Okay, that's fine. But hear me out. Like I said, this team is getting better. This team is improving. So I'm not going to say it's a misprint or it's false. The numbers are, the stats are recorded events that actually happened, right? I understand that. But this is much closer to a 30-point team than it is a 29-point team. You understand? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get through to y'all. This Texas team, I'm telling you, they're going to win out. And when they win out, they go into the SEC championship to play more likely, I'm going to say, Alabama. And they're going to beat Alabama. And we're going to see what happens in the playoffs. Now, you can argue whatever you want to on that one. But I'm trying to tell y'all, Texas is a lot better than what y'all give them credit for. So y'all can act like y'all not seeing it. And guess what? In the 2 weeks, we're going to put Georgia on notice. Because Georgia don't look like all that. Y'all getting ready to tell me Georgia getting ready. Well, some of y'all probably think Georgia getting ready to win that game too. And I got news for you. They not. Because I don't know if y'all still seeing, if y'all looking at the same Georgia team that I've been looking at. But the Georgia team I've been looking at look like they've been on the struggle bus for real. That team's struggling for real. Y'all want to talk about Texas struggling. That's a team that's struggling. That's a team, I ain't going to say they're not tested or nothing, because they winning games too. But it's going to be an ugly football game in 2 weeks, and I can't wait to see it. The game's going to be good, and I'm ready for it. But look. Texas, hey, Texas is the team that I thought, and I tell you what, the Ravens come out tomorrow. The Ravens come out tomorrow, and if they are not at least in the top 12, I'm going to go off. I'm going to snap. I'm talking about I'm going to go plumb off. Because right now, like the AP poll, they got Texas at 13, which is bull jive because the team at 12 is one Oklahoma. And I'm sorry, but I could have swore I saw Texas beat Oklahoma. I could have swore I saw Texas pull apart Oklahoma. I could have swore I saw that. So how can you rank Oklahoma above Texas? How can you do that, Sway? They need to be flipped. Now, if you want to have Oklahoma ranked high, okay, fine. But you can't have them side by side and expect me to take it serious. Not when I saw us beat that team down. Not when I saw them beat the team down. But it's all right. All's forgiven. Because when I just know that poll, Texas better be in the top 12. If not, I'm going to snap. And that's all I got to say about that. Now, another team that's really good, I think that's better than what we give it credit for, or I think we need to pay attention to going to the NFL, that's the Seattle Seahawks. Hey, man, listen. Them boys are 6-2. The Seattle Seahawks are 6-2. And they making noise. They out here doo-wopping and show-stopping, duping and hooping. And I'm sorry, but Sam Darnold, like the Sam Darnold, he done made a believe out of me. Sam Darnold that I thought I knew, that ain't him. Maybe it was just an organization. Maybe it was Little Carolina. Maybe it was the Jets. But I got to stop looking at the Sam Darnold and the New York Jets Carolina and start looking at the Minnesota Vikings Sam Darnold and the Sam Darnold in Seattle. Because them two different Sam Darnolds. This brother's something special. 330 yards and 4 tubs on a Sunday afternoon. So, now, I didn't know he had that in him. I did not know he was that kind of quarterback. I didn't know it. I'm wrong. It's all right. It's all right. I'm not the only one. And it makes me wonder why the Vikings didn't keep him. Like, why get rid of that? Because of J.J. McCarthy? And I'm sorry, J.J. McCarthy, I didn't think he was all that special coming out of Michigan. Like, that's the guy? That's the guy you chose? That him? Like, and I'm just trying to figure out how J.J. McCarthy's stock went up after football got stopped playing. That's the part. I never understood that. How is it that a guy can be just so right here, but then football stops, the season ends, there is no more football being played, and all of a sudden his stock goes right here to right here? I never understood that. That just don't make sense to me. If anything, it ought to be right here and stay right here, or it go right here and then something happened and it go right there. I don't understand how he gets better after the football got stopped playing. That just don't make sense to me. But nevertheless, it did, and so they picked J.J. McCarthy over Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold took his talents out there to Washington, and this brother looked like an MVP candidate. Hey, and then JSM, Jackson Smith-Jigba. Right now, you can't say nothing about Jackson Smith-Jigba without putting top 5 wide receiver in the NFL right now. First of all, he leading the league in yards. Let's just get that out the way. And the way this brother separates, I'm sitting there watching. I'm talking about he out there. He get that line up, and I know Washington's hurt. I get they beat the hell. I know they injured. I understand all that. But I'm talking about the quit and he been doing it all season. Again, the brother been beating, dragging everybody. And I can't say Sam Darnold making him. I can't say that because Sam Darnold JJ will make you look good too. But he came out here and he's still cleaning up. Seattle's 6-2. They are not no scrub football team. They are playing real deal football. Granted, I had them winning the division. I had them winning that division. I thought the Rams was gonna make it like a wild card type thing. I'm not as high on the Rams as some people, but I do believe they are pretty good. So I had Seattle winning that division, and I had the Rams under the wild card. Now, but I didn't think they looked like this. I didn't think they was gonna be this good. I'm talking about they slapping folks, girl. And I've been talking about the Green Bay Packers, who lost to them Carolina Panthers. Yes, indeed. First of all, let's talk about this for a minute. Let's talk about this. So, I just want to take a time out to say shout out to the Carolina Panthers for beating the Green Bay Packers, going a game above 500 and one game back. We right there in the NFC South. We right there. And we play the Saints, who I cannot wait to beat limb from limb. I'm talking about I want to bend them boys over a barrel and pound their ass till their eyes bleed. That's what we need to do to these New Orleans Saints. I can't stand the Saints, I swear for the Lord. But after that, we play them, and then we play the Atlanta Falcons. Those are two very winnable games. We can get both them. We can get both them games. So we do that, and then we go into it. We play San Francisco on a Monday night. I can't think of the last time. We ain't had a Monday night game in, 2 years? About 2 years? Something like that. So it'll be nice to see Carolina in prime time. And we'll see what happens then. And then we still got to play Tampa Bay twice. And they got hell on their hands. Because, look, they got to play New England. Then they got to play the Bills. And they got to play the Rams. Now, that sounds like 2 losses out of them 3 games. And the Patriots ain't no scrub either. But Tampa Bay is playing good football also. They are playing good football. I will give them that. And I don't hate Tampa Bay. I ain't got no shade against Tampa Bay. I'm not hating on them. But I think that, and we play each other twice. So, hey, it might be a new day in the NFC South. Tampa, y'all just got to keep winning this division now. Nobody hates y'all in the South. But, hey, y'all ain't gonna keep taking all these NFC titles back to Florida, damn it. Hell. I just had to get that off my chest. Because them Panthers, boy, hey. And Rico Dowdle is RB number 1. We tried it with Chuba, and I'll be honest. I want to see Chuba get traded. There, I said it. I want to see Chuba get traded. I want to see that brother get traded at the deadline. To where and for what? I mean, I'd like to see something on defense. Maybe a draft pick. Something like that, but I think we can see all we need to see out of Chuba. And somebody can use him. But Rico need to be running back number 1. I know we paid him. I get that. But we just can't let Rico leave the door. The brother is top 5 in rushing. in the nation, in the NFL. The brother just ran for 130 yards and 2 tubs. I'm sorry, but Chubb ain't looked like that his whole time in Carolina. He's been good. He's been a solid little running back. But we know he wasn't the guy. That's why we was drafting running backs. That's why we're still drafting running backs. That's why we drafted Jonathan Brooks. That's why we got Trevor Etienne. Really, Jonathan Brooks is really supposed to be RB1. But, he be hurt. So we had to do something in the meantime. That's really what it is. So Chubb was never supposed to be the guy. But with Jonathan Brooks getting hurt, kind of forced our hand. That's why we got Trevor Etienne. Now we just got too many damn running backs. And we got Rico. But if we going to keep one, I think the one we need to keep is Rico and Trevor Etienne and then Jonathan Brooks. If it works out with the whole ACL thing. So, yeah, man. Yeah. So shout out to Carolina. But anyway, so going back on topic here. Seattle's the real deal. Seattle's the real deal. And maybe I've looked too much at the Green Bays and the Dallases. And maybe I need to start focusing a little more on the Seattle Seahawks. Because again, when we talk about the NFC, we can't bring up a team. We can't talk about good teams in the NFC and not bring up Seattle. We cannot do that. Not make sense. So they need to be at more the forefront of the conversation. I'm still kind of where I'm at with Green Bay and Dallas. I still am. But Seattle, Like an old friend of mine say, they cutting up. They cutting up. Speaking of Dallas, though. So Dallas has a Monday night game. And they are currently playing right now. And if Dallas is to be taken serious, they need to make a mess out of Arizona. Enough's enough. You're 3-4 right, 3-4-1 right now. All right. And you can't claim to be one of the best teams. You can't claim to have like these playoff aspirations. We can't keep saying, oh, your offense is like that. Your offense is legit. This is a great offense. We scored 30 points a game. You can't keep saying all that and not make a mess out of the Arizona Cardinals. I expect this to be a bloodbath for 3 hours. You know how Seattle and Washington look like? That they need to do the same thing. Seattle made a statement last night. They made a statement against the Washington Commanders. The Cowboys need to make a statement against the Arizona Cardinals. You got to do that. They are a 2-5 football team. Arizona is going nowhere fast. So if you want to be taken serious, Dallas, you must come at them with force, vigorousness, and extreme prejudice. You must put them boys in the dirt and turn them boys every way but loose. I'm talking, you need to be limited to 1 punt in this football game. You understand what I'm saying? 1 point punt. That's all you get. I'm talking about, I need to see a score of the likes of 34-10. Something like that. 46-3. Something like that. Now, with the defense, I know your defense is not going to hold Arizona to no 10 points or 3 points. I understand that. They'll probably get about 14. But they don't need to have no more than 14. I told you. If this defense can be middle of the water, you're going to be fine. You don't got to be the 2000 Ravens. But, damn it, don't be a turnstile on defense either. Play with some pride. Play with some get back. So, do that. Do that. I think the Dallas Cowboys, I still think they are a top team in the NFC. Because who you got to worry about? Maybe there are 2 teams you got to worry about. But somebody you shouldn't have to worry about is the Arizona Cardinals. And the game on, hold on, I ain't even looking at the game on. And it is 10-0 and the Arizona Cardinals up. I know good and goddamn well that don't say 10-0. And they fumbled the football. I don't believe this here. And if Stephen A. Smith sitting by Jerry Jones, and what he got with that pink suit on looking like a big old thing of Pepto-Bismol, you know what? Hey, I wish I had looked at that before I started recording. I knew the game was on. I had it on, but I ain't been paying attention to it. So the Cowboys are down 0-10 to the Cardinals. while Dak is playing MVP. He been playing MVP for what the hell going on? See, you know what? I take it back. I take it back. I'm taking it back on live YouTube right now. On live YouTube. The Dallas Cowboys, they ain't making no statement. They are not making a statement. The statement has been made. You are not to be taken serious. You are to be trifled with. You cannot pull this team every way but loose because your offense can't get right. You losing to a 2-5 football team in the air on the road. What you got going on? What are you doing? Like my old boy Nick Paddywhack say on social media. Oh, no, what is you doing, baby? No. Come on, Dallas. I can't keep talking about Dallas like this. If y'all going to be down like that. So y'all done gave him a field goal and a touchdown. I wonder who got that touchdown. I hope it's Marvin Harrison Jr. because he on my fantasy team. But nevertheless, I don't even know why I brought that up. But, nah, man. You know what? It's time to go. It's time to go. The Dallas Cowboys, and it's early. I don't know what quarter it is, but it's and I don't know by the time y'all seeing this, I don't know what the score will be. But you know what? Dallas can go. Dallas can go. I haven't seen enough. That's all I got for y'all. Look at it. Oh, it's the second quarter. Ball just flying through there. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. So what's going to happen now? What does defense look like? I'm going to see what this defense look like, and then we're going to get up out of here. Hike the ball. Come on. And that's another thing. Arizona, they ain't even got Kyler Murray. They got Jacoby Brissett. You know what? I ain't going to hold y'all. I might be right. I'm probably wrong about Dallas. The teams that be taking it serious, the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to holler at y'all later.